I like the music.
Welcome to the Message Talk Show, broadcasting all the way from London. I was about to say sunny London, but when I look out the window, I can see the rain coming down and we have thunderstorm warnings across the country. So it's not as sunny. So wherever you are tuning in from, whether you're tuning in from the Caribbean, Africa, America, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You've probably been in Australia. Welcome to the Message Talk Show. So where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? Just post in the message box where you're tuning from, where you're tuning in from today, and we will honor you. We will honor you when you post to the message box to say where you're tuning in from. How we deliver education services to the public. And the question we're asking, is it going to be permanent or is there more to happen? Is there more to change? But I have someone in the house today. Her name is Rijole, and she thinks this is just the beginning. According to her, approaches to learning need to change so no child is left behind. I like that statement. No child is left behind. Her statement, the community needs to control the narrative when it comes to education. Negative stereotypes are sentencing many young people to a cycle of generational poverty, youth violence, and mental illness. She is also the founder of Extraordinary Parenting, a social platform that aims to empower parents from the African Caribbean community. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Rijole. Man, that was an amazing profile. I just had to read that today. There is no way I could not read that. No child left behind. Parents need to control the narrative. Rijole, man, tell us the story behind you, man. How did you get here?
How did I get here?
Well, what's your story? Tell us the story, man. There must be a story to this. Yeah.
There's always a story, you know. The story is seeing many children in classrooms feeling undervalued, feeling, some of, in their own words, they would say stupid, feeling disengaged and unmotivated, because many of the activities or many of the curriculum itself doesn't cater to their needs, to their emotional needs, and also to the academical abilities as well. So in order to change that, and to improve to an extent the behavior in the classroom, I think children need to be engaged and motivated about what they learn and excited about what they learn. If they can see that what they learning has an application in the real world, in their reality, first of all, in their communities, I think we have a better chance at engaging the younger generation. Yes, yeah.
No, that's not a lie. That is very true. But there must have been a journey for you to get to that point, because what you're saying to me is exactly what's required and what's needed. We're looking at it. But what is your journey to get to that point when you came to that conclusion? What was it that brought you to that conclusion?
Excellent question. Well, what brought me to that conclusion is when I was doing a lot of supply teaching, and I would go from many schools, like from borough to borough. I would do supply teaching in Brixton. I would do supply teaching in Lambeth and in Southwark, in Croydon, in Lewisham, and I would see that when you look at the behaviors towards learning and also behavior in the class among certain Black populations from the community, it is pretty much the same, especially particularly among the boys, especially the behavior issues, the lack of engagement. And I thought to myself, there must be something that is common to all this, to this pattern of behavior. It's no coincidence that you see similar behaviors across different schools in different boroughs. So there's a common narrative that needs to be changed.
But this has not just been happening during the pandemic. This was happening long before the pandemic.
Yes, long before. And it saddens me, because you see certain communities, the ones that disengage the less, you look at the children, are the ones whose children have the worst behavior in class or academic performance. And I think that there's something that needs to change maybe the communication, the language used, the approaches. It's a really difficult thing. It's a really difficult thing, and I don't think it's only to do with race, but also to do with socioeconomics. I find that your middle class tends to engage better with the schools. They get more involved. They raise funds for the school. If there's cake sale, you will see the
Well,
parents there raising money. If they need to do extra activities like going out and about, cinema, and even birthdays, the way they socialize. So it's
so there's a
there's
serious
so
class
much.
divide. There's a big
Pardon?
class divide there. There is
Yeah,
a
it
serious
is.
class divide.
Yes, serious class divide. Serious. Even when I look at the birthdays, your middle class parents only invite their middle class friends, and the working class friends or parents only invite the working class. So it's
So,
yeah, it's sad. It's sad to see that you wouldn't believe that in London that happens, but it does happen. It does happen.
but people form their own groups, don't they? They form their own
Yeah,
groups,
and that's
and
natural.
the kids come together in their own groups. But the kids don't know whether they're middle class or working class. The kids don't have no
They
definition of
don't
that in their
they
heads.
don't know, but the children are really clever because they know who their circle of friends are. You as a young person, you're able to tell, okay, this is my friend. I like this person, but you want to invite that person because you like this other person best. And that
Right.
is normal. And I don't blame the children for that, but I think the parents have the power to widen that circle. Right now, more than ever, we want parents to be very inclusive of the child's friendship, isn't it? Friends. We talk
Yes, well,
about we talk about bringing down stereotypes. People need to start building up their circle of friends. That
but
that's that's important.
broadening your friends is totally by choice.
Say that again.
And
Sorry, I lost.
if there is a language, if there's a language difference there, if there's a language challenge, then obviously you're not going to connect with the person who probably can't speak English very well. Am I correct?
That is true. That is true. That's absolutely true.
The Message Talk Show is back.